Picture this, a shiny red Ferrari. It's sleek and it's got all the power in the world. That's your teen's brain. Now let's imagine that this Ferrari, this powerhouse of a car, is missing brakes. That's right, it can zoom down the freeway at heart-stopping speeds, but there's no way to slow down. Sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Well, that's a teenager's life. In this video, we're going to dive under the hood of the teenage psyche to try and understand how this powerhouse of a brain can sometimes fail. And trust me, it's not all engine trouble. This is a guide to understanding why your incredibly talented teen can sometimes make you feel like they're traveling without a roadmap or a brake pedal, or both. And hey, I'm gonna promise you, by the end of this video, we're gonna find that elusive brake as well. So buckle up, because this is gonna be one wild ride. Hello there, I'm JP, and I'm gonna be your tour guide to today's joyride into the teenage psyche. Now, you might be wondering why I'm the right person to be telling you all this. Well, I've got the credentials to prove it, my friends. I'm a teacher at Prequel, an online school that teaches teens how to develop their soft skills and just basically rev up their entrepreneurial drive. We've helped countless of them nowadays, and today I'm gonna teach you how you can help yours as well. I'm not just a random guy on YouTube with an unhealthy obsession with car metaphors. I'm the pit crew, the driving instructor, and the engineer all in one. And I'm here to help you understand what's happening in the cockpit of your teen's mind. And more importantly, we're gonna make sure they're not just speeding off into the unknown, but rather that they're on the path to success. So stick around, because we're gonna hit the gas on this journey. And I promise you, this was the last of my car jokes. Well, maybe there's a few more. So let's get down to business. Why is it that sometimes your teenager behaves like a Ferrari without brakes? Well, it all comes down to that part of the brain that we know as prefrontal cortex. This little slice of gray matter right behind your forehead is actually your brain's brakes. This is the part of the brain that's responsible for decision making, impulse control, judgment, and the ability to plan for the future. Sounds important, right? Here's the kicker though. This part of the brain is one of the last parts to fully mature. It takes a long time. And it doesn't happen until your mid-20s. Yeah, you heard me right, mid-20s. So your teenager is kind of driving this really powerful car without the brake system properly installed. You've got to admit, this makes for some exciting car rides, but it will make you anxious. What does this mean practically? Well, we know that teenagers are capable of incredible things, especially here at Prequel. We've seen them do it. Creativity, learning, risk-taking, amazing. Their engines are revving up at maximum RPMs, absorbing information at breakneck speed, fueled by a cocktail of hormones and a thirst for independence. They're out there just testing the limits of what they can do, which is just fantastic and essential for their growth. Yet, this same lack of braking can often lead to decisions that to us adults seem reckless or just nonsensical. They might know that studying for an exam is more important than a late night gaming session, or that those 3 slices of pizza might be enough, but the part of the brain that helps them with impulse control is literally still under construction. Moreover, their emotional side is way more intense at that age. Think of this as the Ferrari's acceleration pedal. Just a slight push and whoo, you're off at 100 miles per hour. That's why they experience mood swings. They go really fast from euphoric highs to intense lows. The emotional centers in their brain are hyperactive, while the calm and rational part of their brain is still trying to understand how to deal with this. This lack of fully functional brake pedals is often what leads to these common teenager practices. Procrastination, anyone? How about impulsive decisions? Or a preference for highly active and thrill-seeking activities? It's not really because they're trying to be difficult or rebellious. It's because that brake pedal isn't fully hooked up yet. I need to make a break here just to know that you're still with me, because I've been doing way too many car jokes, and if you're enjoying the video, I want to ask you to leave a like. That will really help us out, and it'll reach more parents that need help with their teens as well. Now, here's the cool part of the video. Knowing all of this, you're probably wondering, as parents, how can you actually help your teen? How can you help them navigate this troubling time of their lives? The key lies in understanding, patience, and guidance. First off, let's tackle understanding. We need to understand that teenagers aren't just being reckless for the sake of it. There's actual biology at work here. Knowing this can help us empathize with their struggles and create this supportive environment that's going to be super important for them. After all, we've all been teens once. Remember your first Ferrari drive? I do mine. Next up, patience. It's crucial to remember that brain development is a process, not an overnight event. And just like learning how to handle a powerful car, they're gonna make mistakes. They're going to spin out, and that's okay. Every skid mark on the road is a learning experience, shaping the driver that they'll eventually become. And lastly, I want to talk about guidance. Yeah, their brain is like a Ferrari without brakes, but that doesn't mean you're gonna just hand them the key and hope for the best. Teens still need guidance and boundary, albeit with a touch more leniency than what they're usually given. Instead of laying down those hard rules that never really seem to work, consider working with them to agree on a mutual term or mutually agreed upon guidelines, if you want to put it that way. Give them some agency in their decision-making situation. It's part of their learning. You don't want to take it away from them. And when it comes to their education, at Prequel, we actually teach them how to drive those Ferraris. We're not just curbing their negative aspects. We're not just showing them where the brakes are. It's all about channeling that raw, that powerful energy into something that's constructive and actually rewarding for them. Let them explore, let them create, let them make mistakes. It's all part of the journey. As parents or mentors, we need to help them strategize for the future. We need to help them think about consequences and rewards, about plans and goals. Remember, that part of the brain that's responsible for these parts isn't fully developed yet. But that doesn't mean that they can't start practicing along with our help as well. Finally, I want to touch on communication because it's going to be key. Open dialogues about their experiences, their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. You remember the hypersensitive accelerator? That means their feelings are intense. Validate them. Don't dismiss them. Create a safe space for them to express and navigate these powerful feelings. With these tools, we can be the essential pit crew that they need. And as I said at the start, it's going to be a wild ride. But with understanding, with patience, and with guidance, we can help them grow. We can help them ensure that those brakes do kick in. And we can help ensure that they're on the right path to success. Now, for those of you that have stuck around for this last part of the video, I've got a little something extra for you. You know, like finding that unexpected turbo boost on your Ferrari. Apart from everything we've discussed in this video, there's one really powerful tool that can help your teen's journey, and that's going to be mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just for those yoga-loving adults. It's like an advanced driving course for the mind that can help your teen become more aware of their impulses, of their emotions, and of their decisions. Studies have shown that mindfulness can really help teens regulate their emotions, improve their focus, reduce their stress, and even boost self-esteem. It's an auxiliary brake that they can start building right now. You can encourage them to practice mindfulness with stuff like meditation, deep breathing, or simply just spending quiet moments in nature. It helps. Because remember, a Ferrari without brakes isn't just a potential for disaster. It's also an incredible machine that's built for greatness, much like your teenager. See, it's about helping them control this power. It's not about suppressing it. So let's help them drive the Ferraris like the champions they're made to be. And yeah, folks, we've crossed the finish line for today's video, but the race to understand and guide your teens is actually a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint. I do hope you found value on this video, and if you did, I urge you to subscribe to our free newsletter. You can find the link in the description to join a community of parents that want to teach their children just as much as you do. And we'll be focusing on giving you parents a lot of tips and tricks every single week so that you can stay updated and educated. This is JP signing off for today. I hope you've had fun with this video because I sure did. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.